keep it cooking. You're not a fan, but you keep on looking. Look, don't be concerned with what people saying. Be concerned when they don't care to say it. Funny how people will act like they know you, but they don't even got a clue what they're saying.
Yeah, soldiers, it's your boy Anime Sage coming to you in another video, and this is What If Deku and Todoroki Switch Places Part 1. Dang, y'all annihilate that poll. And because of that, you get this today. Alright, let me go over this week. On Wednesday, you guys get What If Naruto had the Tensagon Part 5. Tensagon Naruto is back, baby. And on Friday, What If Kakashi Adopted Naruto Part 13 will be out. Yes, you may get hyped now. So, that should be all the What Ifs I post this week, with maybe some supplementary content in between. Who knows? Stay tuned. Going back to schedules and polls, watch my community tab like a hawk. I post polls there frequently, as well as vid updates, and of course, my What If schedule for every week. Those are all very important, especially vid updates, because it could be an emergency or the vid could be delayed, and the only way you guys can consistently know about that stuff is through my community tab. So please, watch it like a hawk. Alright, now for some quick social media plugs. Follow me on Twitter at AnimeStage4. Twitter is a great way for you guys to interact with me, as I do tweet a lot, and I post my vids on Twitter after I publish them, so think of Twitter as another way for you guys to get know from my videos. So follow me there. Next, Instagram is anime_sage4. On Instagram, I post very frequently via posts and stories, so it's a pretty good way for you guys to interact with me, so follow me there. Finally, join my Discord. If you join my Discord, you get access to supplementary content, notifications of when I live stream ahead of time, and of course, you can suggest to me ideas directly. Link to it will be in the description, so join my Discord. Since this is a new series, no usual checklist, let's get right into the story. So I guess you are wondering how exactly would Deku and Shoto would switch places. Well, we were essentially switching them with who birthed them. Endeavor and Rei would birth Izuku, and he would be known as Izuku Todoroki, while Shoto will be birthed by Inko and whoever Deku's dad is, and he'll be known as Shoto Midoriya. Let me go over each of these two very quickly. Deku's timeline will still be quirkless just like in canon, while Shoto would get a quirk called Pyrokinesis, which is a combination of both of his parents' quirks. I kind of made this decision to make Deku quirkless when the poll looked to be on the side of Deku staying quirkless, so the other choice won. Let me make it up to you by making a series called What If Deku had half hot, half cold. Now, I guess you're all asking, would Deku still be the main character? And honestly, yes. I don't really have the cruelty in me for Deku to go for all of Endeavor's charm without some sort of light at the end of the tunnel for him, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm gonna keep him as the main character. Although, in the future, I might create a series called What If Todoroki Had One For All, which would probably make Todoroki the main character automatically. That should be fun. Speaking of Todoroki, he is going to have a very prosperous childhood. He is a quirk, a very powerful one at that, and he is looked at as one of the strongest students in his class. Him and Bakugo would have a rivalry with each other, but they'd also be friends. There was respect between them, and Bakugo was less of a you-know-what. So, I guess that's another positive. And Todoroki's life is improved by quite a bit, so yeah, that's a major positive of this What If. Deku, not so much. When a diagnosis is given to Deku that he's quirkless, Endeavor is extremely angry and he doesn't want to accept it. His ambitions have been crushed due to genetics. He is still not going to accept this at all, and he's going to train Deku like a hero, even though he has no quirk. The only comfort Deku has in his life are two fiends, his mother Rei, and of course All Might. His mother has used herself as a shield against Endeavor's torment. She's also at times even encouraged Deku that he can become a hero, but it is mostly to protect herself from abuse of Endeavor, or more of a pipe dream, I guess. But some of it is genuinely to encourage him. Let's say an 85 to 15% split. With All Might, despite being used as an object to surpass, Deku here uses All Might as a form of an escape, kind of like music, video games, and even YouTubers, from his abuse from Endeavor, someone who he can look up to. Then he loses his mother to the mental place after Rei does the same thing she did with Todoroki in the original canon, giving Deku a scar on his left side because Deku has the same eyes. I kind of made that decision because I kind of like the hexagonal eye approach, you know what I'm saying? They're really cool. And Deku now only has All Might to really comfort him and use as an escape, and the memory of his mother's encouragement and her words. Nothing more, nothing less, I guess. Deku has to go through the torment of being quirkless by all the bullies in school, so that's not helping him the slightest, although he does eventually get over this. Around the final year in middle school, there are still going to be kids who want to go to UA, and Deku would like to go to the same school All Might went to. Deku's biggest ambitions are to not be someone like Endeavor. He's gone through enough torment from him, and he feels like he has to become a hero and find his own path doing so, because What was all that torment about? He wants to show Endeavor that his way is wrong, and he also wants to show up Endeavor. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's kind of his goals right there. A positive of this what if, I guess, is he's more built in the timeline due to actually having training. That will play a role later on. So, yeah, stay tuned. Deku will confidently say he will go to UA, and the class will of course laugh at him, but it doesn't bother him. He's been through a lot worse, and he's kind of gotten over the bullying. Deku is walking home from school, and he is attacked by the sludge villain. I kind of switched locations for where sludge villain, attacked, and you'll figure out why very soon. Deku is put in a fight, but he can't really break free. Then All Might saves the day, and Deku is excited to see his idol and the one who's kind of been used as a medium to escape his torment, All Might, after he wakes up, of course. Deku will in this timeline still develop a fascination for heroes and record them in a journal, again as a form of escape, and All Might will of course sign it. Well, he'll record everybody except Endeavor, because he wants Endeavor far away from his journal. Deku will still grab onto his idol's leg, and the sludge villain will still escape. He will then ask a certain question, but before that, All Might will deflate, All Might will explain how all that happened, and Deku will continue the question. Can he become a hero without a quirk? All Might will be like, nah, and Deku will be devastated with this, since it's coming from his idol. However, something inside him then snaps. He has gone for all the torment from his quote-unquote father, and has wanted to become a hero to show up his father and show him that his way is not the way, and he will not take no for an answer here. He wants to become a hero. He has to become a hero. Deku states, I guess even my own idol won't give me the belief I need, but I will still push on. I will become a hero, no matter the cost. All Might is intrigued by this boy's determination and wonders why he is this determined, and he does ask the question. Deku answers that he did not have a really great childhood, and he's the son of a very famous hero, but he doesn't really have a quirk. He wants to show him that his way is wrong, and also wants to be far from what he is actually like. All Might then thinks this boy seems kind of familiar, as he does have similar features to somebody, but he can't put his finger on it. Then chaos ensues downtown as the sludge villain chaos occurs. Deku sees the sludge villain and feels guilt because he feels like it's his fault. It seems the sludge villain has also acquired some type of float quirk, and he seems to have acquired it from, well, some girl. Deku sees none of the heroes actually do anything and sees distress in the girl's eyes. Deku then decides to try and go save her. Deku takes some precautions as a cannon and tries to get the girl out. The girl says please stay away as she doesn't want him to get hurt, but Deku says it's fine, I will save you. The girl will ask why is he doing all this, and Deku's like, I can't just sit here and watch you die. All Might then will power up from those words and will save the day. The girl will say thank you, and Deku will tell her his name, and the girl will introduce herself politely as Ochako Uraraka. I kind of did this because we don't have like as much concrete about Ochako's past versus someone like Mina, so I think something like this can work, although Ochako will go to a different school because we all know her financial situation, so her and Izuku wouldn't have not met before this entire incident. They separate and Deku is about to head home when he gets the proposition from All Might to get One for All. Deku's actually happy with this and is probably also glad he doesn't have his dad's quirk, but he's also happy that someone has told, besides his own mother, has told him, you can become a hero. Deku then goes home, with Endeavor not home, but even if he was, there wouldn't be much talking. Let me go over this. Endeavor around the last month of middle school had given up on Deku and doesn't really want to resolve cases in the same area as his son, which is kind of why he wasn't there for the sludge villain. It just reminds him of his failures. Deku gets ready for training with All Might. Deku and All Might train for, let's say, around 6 months for Deku to be ready for One for All, which will leave 4 months for him to actually perfect it. Deku will be able to get full counting in his timeline and will be able to use 10% by the time the 4 months are up. This is also in conjunction with other exercises that will help increase his agility and stuff like that. You also get shoot style here, so that's a positive, and he has more time to work on it. So he's going to be a pretty capable fighter. Sometime during those 10 months, Deku tells All Might more details about his past, including how he got the scar. This will infuriate All Might about Endeavor, but also knows one thing. In the event he has to step down, which it could be nearing soon, Endeavor would be next in line and would not look good for a potential similar piece to have that hovering over him. So he will save the conversation for when he has to. Deku at this point has had a better father figure than Endeavor in All Might, and even though they have only known each other really for 10 months, he is just more closer to All Might than Endeavor. At the end, Deku is given a day of rest to prepare for the entrance exam. How will that go? You will have to find out in the next part. Thank you for watching part 1 of What If Deku and Todoroki Switch Places. If you all like the story, I debated a lot myself of where to take the story and I like the results. I kind of also like making Deku a sort of quasi Naruto sort of Zuko character, and Shoto has had a better childhood, so that is a positive. Remember, Wednesday will be what if Naruto had a Tenseigan, and Friday will be what if Kakashi adopted Naruto, so again, get hype. Watch my community tab like a hawk, another reminder there. Finally, follow my Twitter and Instagram, and of course, join my Discord. That is all I have to say. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and of course, share the video. This has been your boy, the Anime Sage. Sign out. Peace. Your ha. Bye-bye.